Hello and welcome to another in-game developer diary. I wanted to talk more about the 3D world and creating that since I did the other developer diary. So if you recall, this is the doorway. It's one of the hallways in the starting level, and when you go through it, it was kind of disorienting. So we got a lot of feedback and we gave a lot of thought to it, and so let me go over some of the solutions that we came up with to create the feeling of a 3D world with 2D art. So first, let me go through this door. So now one thing you'll note is when I went through this door, I started moving to the left immediately. So I was like, wah, going left. And then after about half a second, I started turning up. So that is sort of our input remapper. Well, that's what I call it anyway. It's what Parasite Eve and some other games did to sort of revolutionize the way controls work with fixed camera games. I think Devil May Cry did it as well. So the idea is now we have it set up sorry, getting confused here. Now we have it set up so if you walk through a door, it keeps the input the same way. So sorry, I don't know, I'm bad at explaining this, but basically if you just hold in the direction you're traveling, you'll continue to travel that direction for a period of time, and then your controls go back to normal. So what this does is basically if you continue to hold the direction through the door, it will give you a 3D clue for the way space has changed. I think that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Well, I mean, really the best thing to do is just play it and you'll feel the difference. But the one thing is that you'll want to continue to hold the direction when you go through the door, because if you stop, then things are just normal again. So anyway, so the first thing you'll notice is that when entering this room, you entered on the right side rather than this left door. And the main reason for that is someone mentioned the 180-degree rule. Whereas when you entered through that, we had a 180-degree flip with the camera, which is disorienting. So now we have a 90-degree rotation of the camera. So you, well, it's all a virtual camera, but this is basically works out to be a 90-degree rotation, and then you can go through this door into the bathroom, and so there's another 90-degree rotation, and so now the camera is essentially parallel to that of the hallway. So this window can actually exist. It's no longer an impossible window. And then you continue through the bathroom, hold the direction, and now you're in the girl's bedroom. And so again, you're entering through a different door in the girl's bedroom than you did previously. So girl's bedroom is creepy, walk through that, and then I'm going to hold left when going through this door. So now I was holding left and I continued to move down, which shows that that's the way the room connected. So now the question is, will people choose to go right or will they choose to go left? And I'm hopeful that because we've changed it to better match 3D space, it'll be more clear, and the camera angles are less confusing. It'll be more clear that, oops, that's a issue with the tweaker thingy. So then it'll be more clear that, hey, you just walked around that little path. And the other thing we did, besides the closing doors, I think the closing doors is new, but I feel like that really helps too. I don't know when we put that in, but that's I think helps make it feel more 3D. But the other thing we did is now you go through this door and now I'm not pressing an input and I'm facing the correct direction, which if you'll note, I think when I went through this door, I could be facing left or could be facing right because the input is going straight down. And, well, I mean, it depends on how exact I'm pressing the... Sorry, how close to straight I'm pressing the direction. And then, I guess for whatever reason, when he hits this bottom edge, he sometimes turns around. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if there's a way to fix that specifically, but hopefully when you go through doors, there's a cue. Oops, we didn't get the cue right there. Ideally, he's supposed to face left here, but I guess we didn't set it up in the level. But here, like, he goes through that door, and then he faces left, because that's sort of the flow of the rooms. And so, let's see what we have here. I think this guy, he'll face right, because that's the way you want to go. And then facing right, facing left. So basically that's if you don't hold the direction, but just when playing the game, I recommend you do hold the direction that you're trying to go, because I think that will help make it feel more of a 3D space. I'm not entirely certain whether that's, you know, more natural than releasing the button just because it's sort of a scripted thing, or if you'll, you know, continue to hold the direction. But hopefully if you've watched this video, you will know that holding the direction is a good idea. So I think that's about it for this in-engine thing. So we're really trying to make the 2D space feel more like a 3D space, to give you more clues.